I guess so. This is, I don't know, some Sunday in late August. The last Sunday of August, actually. And we've been requested for hay delivery. The buyer had sort of suggested Friday, but given his timeline and my optimism for getting things done, or trying to schedule too much for the day, I told him we couldn't make his deadline, so it got pushed back to Sunday. This is the first hay delivery this year where we haven't been fighting the rain too much.
Yep.
A couple of them we've been dodging rain showers, and that was, scary, but mildly nerve-wracking. Of course, that's been the whole hay season. Can we get 3 days of less chance of rain? Not dry, just less chances of rain. It's been close. Right now we're pulling 250 bales, 41 on the truck. The back wagon has 109, the front wagon has 100. Typically, most deliveries have only been in the 100, so we could squeeze it on one hay wagon and some on the truck. You can answer your question. You can answer your question.
Do you feel professional yet?
Seeing as we're still using hay wagons, we're getting there slowly. I'm gonna have to deliver a lot of hay before I could afford a gooseneck or just a flatbed bumper pull trailer. Well, they're hoping to be dry today. He's out there tedding. Of course, the chance of rain today is supposed to pick up in the afternoon. Oh yeah, I should be paying a bit more attention. I think it's a Sunday morning. Not too much activity. Everybody's sitting in church.
Yeah, I've not seen one car.
Yeah, we're doing good. Unless they're all behind us, which I still can't see them.
Yeah, we can't really see. And we were pretty much taking up the other lane there for a second while watching the guy head over here.
You got to be friendly to the neighbors. Wide roads. It's all good. It's nice at the mirrors right now. I got a nice shadow. I can see the back. Out the other mirror. We're going through a set of turns, so we'll get lots of views of the wagons here shortly. It's bumpy roads, and this is an old one-lane road we're crossing right now. It's not bumpy, it's got a little bit of gentle roll to it. You know, kind of like a curvy girl or something. It's fun, but right now, too much fun. Okay, here we go on the turns. That's your mirror, Brad. Video those other hay deliveries, because we were like dodging rain showers and on a time crunch trying to get there before dark because we were waiting on the rain. It might be a bit calmer today, so not so many phrases thrown around or words made up that sound like other bad things. No, don't turn this way. Oh, you're gonna be stupid. Come on. Well, you're getting off the road. I don't care. Yeah, that's right. Back up. There. Yeah, took you long enough. First bad decision was the dodge. Second one was pulling out in front of me.
I put way off road.
Well, at least I got out of the way. I mean, I'm not turning back there unless they think there's somebody with horses that have backed that driveway. Shadows on your side. I can see the back wagon with the shadow. 15 years ago or more, so they've been across the field a few times. Hopefully not too abused, but, you know, gentle wear and tear. Even though we're bumping across the field with a hay wagon in second gear, I'm sure they're not pristine, but they still pull fairly straight. They don't go crazy when you hit a bump. So, you know, we try to stick to smoother roads. We've got a 25-mile haul.
20.
Oh, 20, it's only 20?
Yeah, it's only 20.
Oh, it got shorter. That's good. When I looked it up, it was 25.
Well, the way you're going is probably... Watch this car.
Yeah, they don't have a driveway to pull off in. They didn't know better. Good morning. So this is where all the cars are. At the Woodville Baptist Church.
Woodville.
Yeah, it's funny looking at like hay markets. Now, I kind of scran Craigslist a bit to see what other people are selling hay for. I'm sure there's a few people who are cheaper and a few people that might be a bit more expensive. But I think the big sale this year has been the fact that we're delivering. We've only sold
A little over 100.
I don't know, 115 bales or so from people coming to the house. Everything else has been delivery. Which, I could see why people would want the benefit. They don't have to worry about stacking it on a trailer or them owning a trailer. They just call me up and be like, hey, bring us some hay. And hopefully they're not too terribly far away. We did have a crazy hay delivery earlier this summer. We went farther into Cincinnati than I ever expected. To the Winton Woods part of town. Close to the park. In that area, it's sort of remote, even though it's inside the city limits. I haven't overdeveloped it, but there's enough terrain roll to hinder subdivisions. And there was still a horse farm there. But instead of taking the hay wagon, we got 135 bales between the 8-foot bed of the truck and a 14-foot cattle trailer? Or 16? I think it was a 16. Maybe it was a 16-foot cattle trailer.
Oh, we stopped it though.
Oh, we stuffed the cattle trailer full. We had to tie the back door shut.
Yeah.
It wasn't even closed. It's like, we're going to get these extra bales in here because we're going to need it. We had like 70 in the cattle trailer.
And then
65
on the truck.
That was a miraculous stack. I will admit that one. That was creative. And a bit lucky. The bales on the very back were a little less than stable. We tied them in place, but they moved a bit. We didn't lose any. So for all your viewers out there and anybody who sells hay, I got a question for you. If you deliver, what do you charge for delivery? Is it by the bale, by the mile? I typically stick with a flat rate for mileage, just because I don't want people trying to buy less than 100 bales. Because then, once you do buy the bale, it's more worth the while if I can load more hay on, put some on the truck, put some on a hay wagon, and deliver. Since we've expanded our hay, by we, I mean me, getting started with farming, well, we've been in a market for a new square baler. Something a bit newer. Our square baler is 70 years old, roughly. Kind of a guess, but at least 65. And they've made some minor improvements, especially to the knotters. Like a mechanism that strips off the knot instead of just having the motion of the hay pull the knot off. You have less chance of the knots coming apart. Not that we miss many bales. We'll probably average about 2 a wagon load. But, I don't know, the baler shows its age. Not like we have too many issues, not too many breakdowns. It's low wear. But some newer models are slightly bigger, go a little faster. Tire Brad out more as he's stacking wagons. Calm down back there, would you? We've determined that we absolutely do not want a John Deere baler.
Nope.
I've experienced bales from a John Deere baler, and I never knew what the term meant. Now, I've seen ads for inline square balers. They look like a miniature version of the big, giant square balers that make the 3x3x8, whatever, the 1-ton square bales. And they always advertise no more banana bales. Well, I always thought, banana bales, because they twisted like with the strings, if that makes sense. And I thought that was just because they were dropping them in the field out of the baler and they were hitting funny and twisting. Well, apparently banana bale means they go side to side, one side or the other. And typically it's the side away from the hay pickup, because the baler is not getting enough hay into the chamber or evenly distributed. So one side of the bale is more tightly packed than the other, and they'll twist to one side. That's incredibly annoying, because then the one string just wants to come off. Well, we're getting to the fun. We're getting out of the back roads finally. We're going to hit a state route. But it's a well-traveled state route. Wide lanes, extra wide berms, and for at least 10 miles, mostly flat. Just hopefully there's nobody coming, because I'm not going to get any speed, and probably won't make people happy on their way to brunch after church or something. We're rolling. Yeah, looks like all the bales are still there, at least on my side. We figured out the equivalent weight roughly, pulling 2 wagon loads of hay. Just the wagons, 209 bales, times about 50 pounds a bale. It's 10,000 pounds, 5 ton. I'm not going to give you a metric equivalent. But in grain, that would be about 180 bushel gravity wagon behind us. So hay is obviously much less dense than grain. But I'd almost prefer pulling 2 wagons and spread out the weight than having all of that on one wagon load full of corn or soybeans. So making trips-wise, compared like the price of corn and the price of what I'm selling hay for, and how much we're hauling at once with the truck, well, it's a lot more efficient doing square bales just for driving down the road. Now, granted, we had to stack all this by hand, so a bit more muscle work, keeps us fit, Brad really agrees over there. You should have seen his eyes roll. Oh, that's cute. They want to bale some hay, too.
Everybody's tedding, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Tedder's way to go.
Look how thin it is. Jeez.
Yeah, that's definitely second cutting.
Oh, it's at least second cutting.
Yeah.
There's like no hay over here in this corner. Where'd it go?
I don't know. They must bush hog that off.
That or they like mowed the outside rounds a couple days ago. I don't know. Everybody... I've seen a lot of hay mowed, and I don't know whose weather they're watching, but I don't feel very confident. We got a bit of a sprinkle yesterday. And the area we were delivering to today, apparently they get a good shower. At least 3 or 4 tenths. Which, it's not about the volume of rain, it's how hard it comes down when you're making hay. Look at those beans. Crop report time. We're driving through what used to be an old lake bed. Like, you know, a few stone ages ago. It's very flat through here. And it's crawdad ground. Lots of clay. Horrible drainage. Like, drainage tile typically isn't an option because there's nowhere to go with it unless you make a big ditch. And hopefully there's enough ditch to get you to a nearby creek.